Getting America back on track. That's the goal of Lou Dobbs' new book, Upheaval. Winning back the country with knowledge that empowers, ideas that matter, and solutions that work. The host of Lou Dobbs tonight himself is right here in front of me to talk about his new book. And I have to tell you, one of the things I admire about what you do, particularly when you're writing, you're all about that middle-class American. You're all about middle America, the individual. And you put it in this book as well. Tell me about that.
Well, the middle class, as you know, it's kind of important to me because I come from a family that didn't have a lot. I had gotten a great deal from this country, and I feel like millions of Americans have got the right to expect a shot at equal opportunity, not equal results, but equal opportunity. And the public school system is so critical. It's the great equalizer in our society. So the middle class, to me, is where the American dream resides, and it's who has to succeed. So that's why I write about them quite a bit.
Well, you write about them quite a bit, and you write about somebody else quite a bit, and that's Republicans. A lot of blame on Congress. Tell me about that.
Well, I'm right about Republicans because I believe they're the hope for the future. We have seen what the Democrats can do. We've watched this president over the course of 5 years screw just about everything he touched up to a fairly well, if I could put it in technical terms. Yet the Republicans have not come forward with a voice and a vision and a mission to right wrongs and to set a course for a future that's bright for our children and our grandchildren. They've got the right ideas. They are the party of limited government, but they don't know how, it seems, to express that in their policy choices. They don't seem to know how to win presidential elections. So this book is an effort to kind of give them a little nudge.
Just a little handbook effort here. For the GOP could sit down over a warm fire and some marshmallows and...
Reince Priebus and probably my buddy Karl Rove are not going to be too appreciative, but, you know, that's all right. The Republican Party needs some accountability, and that's also part of what this is about.
But what I like about it is there are actual solutions here. It's one thing to tell everybody what's wrong with them. It's another thing to tell them how to solve the issues.
Amongst the solutions here are for the Republican Party to begin reaching out to every single American. Too many Republicans, in my opinion, in leadership, in national leadership, have made the decision that they're not going to include every American. You know, Governor Romney famously wrote off the 47% and lost that election after the Republican Party raised $1.2 billion. That's a lot of money for a job that pays $400 grand a year. And, you know, it's really important that we get in context what's going on here. It's time to win elections. It's time to put aside wedge issues. And by wedge issues, I'm talking about abortion. I'm talking about gay marriage. Republicans need to leave that alone. Leave that to the Family Research Council. Leave that to
There are people representing it every single day.
Look, I'm pro-life, but I'm also pro-winning and having countervailing influences in this two-party system to a party that wants to turn our entire society and economy over to the government. There's got to be that force. And if Republicans keep dividing themselves, there won't be much work for the Democrats to do to defeat them.
How important is abortion in a world with the morning after pill?
Well,
I mean, you have to ask yourself questions about how relevant these issues are today.
Yeah, I think that's a terrific point. But I think, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, their religious belief, and that's what the Constitution's about. But why bring that straightforwardly to the center of the public square and have it negate so much that is critically important to the future of this nation? Those are issues that can be decided. I think they belong to an individual's conscience and a woman's right to her body. Others have different views. That's fine. I understand that. But the party must embrace public policy choices that make a difference. And gay marriage, why in the heck is the Republican Party weighing in on gay marriage? And because it's an assault, some say, on heterosexual marriage. You tell me the last time you heard someone getting a divorce say, you know, my husband and I, my wife and I are getting a divorce because of that gay marriage over there. I mean, that's crazy. It's about financial strain. It's about the inability to communicate. It's about whatever the pressures and strains are in a relationship, the failure to share the responsibilities of marriage. But it's not about somebody else's right. to be a gay with the rights of marriage. I mean, that's nuts. The Republican Party has to have a grown-up discussion with itself, and everybody be honest and enlarge that tent and go out and start converting Democrats, for crying out loud. Get that tent full.
Big and full. And Lou Dobbs, always controversial, always weighing in, speaking his mind. Appreciate your coming on tonight.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. The book is called Upheaval, and be sure to watch Lou Dobbs tonight, every weeknight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Fox Business Network.